We are cutting the vegetables now. I'm starting firstly with carrots. The purpose of showing this video is for you to know how to cut your vegetables when you are doing vegetable stew. When you are doing vegetable stew, it's not the same way that you cut the vegetables, like the carrots and the green peas, like in the fried rice. Because the fried rice, you have a different way of cutting your vegetables, like the carrots and the green peas and the rest. But in the vegetable stew, is a different way of you cutting your vegetables. You are not cutting the same. It's not the same way. So take a look at the way I'm cutting my vegetables. First of all, open the carrots into two, and you put your knife, and cut it line by lines. You slice it line by lines. Line by lines. You open it line by lines. Open this one. Line by lines. After opening the carrots, like one of this I'm doing, line by lines. After opening the carrots, then you pull them together and put your knife. You can either divide each carrot by 3 or by 2. Depends on how long you want it. Sometimes you put your knife this way and put it this way. Guys, I'm dividing the carrots by 3. Then this other one here, you put your knife this way, slice it. This is it. This is the way I'm slicing it. This is the way I'm slicing it. Then you put your knife here and slice it. Continue to slice. And this one, I'm going to divide it by 2. Did I put it this way? Did I put it this way? You put it in a slanted way, not straight. You put your knife in a slanted way, not straight, and you cut it into 2. You can decide to put your knife again. You already sliced. So you slice it like that, and we are done with the carrots. Then the green peas. This is the green peas. Leave the head together, and I cut out some part of it. Cut it out. Turn this way around. Cut out the head, very small. Put it out. I'm not going to put the head. That's why I'm cutting it out. Then the green beans. We are not going to cut it like I said in the carrot, the usual way that we normally cut for the fried rice. This is not fried rice, it's vegetable stew. So you cut it into 2. Not into 2, into 2. Just put your knife and cut it into 2. You pack it and put it in the other way. And you cut this one again. I know we all know how to cut vegetable, but the purpose I'm showing you how to cut this vegetable is to show you the different way we cut vegetables in different kind of food. If it's fried rice, we are not going to cut it the same way we are cutting with the vegetable stew. Fried rice, we cut it very tiny. This one, you see, I'm dividing it into 2. Then I put it in the other side where I'm putting the carrot. The reason I'm putting the 2 together is I'm going to fry the 2 together, or boil the 2 together. Either I fry it or I boil the vegetables. Then I go to the cabbage. This is the cabbage. Then the cabbage is either way you put it this way and cut it, depending on how you want it, or you divide it into two. At times, if you are not using all the cabbage, then you put your knife this way. If you are not using all, and cut it. If you are using all, you turn it the other way around. If you are using all, you turn it like this and start cutting your cabbage. So since I'm using all, then I turn it this way, despite the way that I open it. Or you can still do it this way. You can still put it this way and put it upside down here and start cutting your cabbage. Cut it big. Today I'll cut my own. Cut it massively. And I'm not putting the head. I'm not putting this. Put this away. See how big is the cabbage? See how big it is. Let me put it here. Put it here. But at times you decide not to cut it. Use your hand and peel it, like what I'm doing here. Just peel it. Maybe just cut it into two like this. And peel it. Use your hand and peel it. Use your hand and peel it. And I will still cut it. You can peel it out to the sizes that you want. They make it big. Let the size be big. And I put this out. See the sizes is big in size. Put that out. Put this one out. Put it this way. Then I'm going to cut the green onions. I'm using the green onions while I want to boil the vegetables. It's the first thing I'll use. Or if I'm frying, I'll still use the green onions. This is the way I'm cutting it. I cut this part out to use it for the frying. I'm coming back to that. Then this is the way I'm cutting mine. Like I said, big. Make it big. Make it big. Not smaller sizes, big. I'm going to put it in the side of the tray here. As the green onions, then I've got some part of it. Because I'm using it to first do what I want to do with the vegetable. You can decide to make it in pieces or you make it big. The option is yours, it's optional. Then what is left? Okay, another vegetable, the celery. Here is the celery. The celery you can put as much as you want. You can put it more than this. It depends on the way you want it. You can reduce it, you can put the size and put it, or you can put it more. It depends on how you want it. I first of all cut the stock here. What I'm doing. Because it is soft, so you have to cut it big too. Sometimes you remain one of it like this and put it aside. By the time you finish frying your vegetable, you put it in your plate, use it and design your food, make your food look attractive and really appealing. At times the way you put food in a plate makes the food to be appealing for someone to eat. Then see how big it is. See, put it here. Then for the stuff, I reduce a little bit, not really too big. See, they are all vegetables, so we don't throw it away. You still cut it and put it there, one side. The purpose of that I'm putting these vegetables in one tray this way is that when I start putting the vegetables, either I cook it or either I fry it. After when starting with this, the carrot and the green beans, because you have to cook the green beans and the carrots together. Then these ones are very soft vegetables. Then after you add up these ones, so as I'm adding up these ones, I'm adding the green onions, then I'm adding the celery together because they are very soft kind of vegetables, not like this one that you have to cook for like some seconds before you go back to the vegetables. And the cabbage also, you add it together with these other vegetables. Then I go to my green pepper. This green pepper, you slice it. Slice of green pepper. This is your green pepper, you slice it. Slice it. Then you can decide to peel out the stuff here. Decide to do that and put it here. Then the green pepper slice in between the onions, the green onions. And see where I'm putting now. You arrange your vegetables so that by the time you want to cook it or you want to fry it, you are not rushing to pick this. You don't do mistake to mix up together when you are frying it. So you put it once at a time and accordingly. Then this is the pepper, the bell pepper. Then you slice your bell pepper. You first slice your green pepper, the green one, before you go to the bell pepper. As I did. Slice it around and slice, give them slicing mine around. Ooh, that's the way you do it. You can decide, or this one here, so this one here, the head. Then you put it somewhere here. Then I'm going back to my broccoli. Like I say, I put my broccoli in the water to soak it so that when I'm coming back, my broccoli will be completely washed to remove the dirt. See, I put it in water. Soak it. So I remove it now to pieces the broccoli. So sometimes you use your hand to pluck it off, or you can use your knife. If you are using knife, you put it this way and it comes out. Then you find a place to put your broccoli here. Space to put it here. Then find it. You cut it again with your knife and put it there, or you use your hand to remove it. See, I'm doing my broccoli. I'm using my hand to remove it. It's the two-way round. Is either you use your hand and pluck it off, pluck it and put it here. See, all soft vegetables in one tray. Then you come back here and cut this off the stuff. See where this is it. That is how you do your broccoli and put it aside. And we finish cutting all the vegetables. Then we are going back to check our stew.